Greetings, traveler. Set your burdens beside the path. Take a slow breath and walk with me beneath the cedars. Tonight, I will tell you why the wisest masters never argue, why they let silence, not volume, speak for them. Years ago, I stopped at a small roadside inn after days of travel. Inside, two scholars clashed like clanging cymbals, debating whether the mind is like a mirror or like flowing water. Faces red, voices sharp, each word swung like a sword polished not with reason but with pride. An old innkeeper swept the floor between them, invisible as dust. When the quarrel reached its loudest note, he simply opened the window. A cool mountain breeze slipped in, clearing the smoke of argument. The scholars fell quiet, surprised by the sudden hush. The innkeeper bowed and said, "Gentlemen, the wind has offered its opinion. Perhaps we may now simply drink our tea." That night, I learned silence can neither be defeated nor embarrassed, and therefore it always wins. Cavis. Imagine a cave high in the cliffs. Shout anger into its stone ribs, and the cave returns anger tenfold. Whisper kindness, and the cave gifts you gentle echoes. Arguments work the same way. When you raise your voice, the world answers in kind. When you lower it, the world leans in to listen. A master once told me, if the village drum is silent, the children stop marching without being told. Conflict requires two drums. Refuse to beat yours, and the parade ends. Asia Lord, renowned for crushing debate, visited a reclusive master. He demanded, "Teach me how to silence my enemies." The master poured tea until the cup overflowed, scalding the tyrant's hand. "Fool!" he cried. The master smiled. When your cup is full of certainty, anything new only burns. Ashamed, the Lord asked, "Then what should I do when challenged?" The master answered, "Hold your cup steady. Let their words be the tea. If they speak wisdom, your cup fills. If they spill their own heat, only they are scalded." The Lord left in silence, and later became known not for conquest, but for listening. T.C. A student once carried a feather in his robe. Each time anger rose, he set the feather on his palm. If the feather moved with his breath, he was still calm enough to speak. If it fluttered wildly, he closed his lips. He later told me this practice saved friendships, marriages, and his own peace of mind. For words launched in anger are arrows. They cannot be invited back. Cavis. During monsoon season, mighty trees cracked, yet the bamboo only bowed. When the storm passed, bamboo stood tall while hardwoods lay broken. The masters understand. To bend is not to surrender. It is to survive. Refusing to argue is bamboo wisdom. You bend around noise, unbroken, and when the storm of opinions fades, your calm presence endures. At my monastery hangs a great bell rung once each dawn. One morning, the striker broke. We gathered expecting awkwardness. Instead, in the hush before sunrise, we heard birdsong, river rush, and our own breathing music we had forgotten. That morning's unstruck bell taught more than 100 sermons. When sound ceases, hearing begins. When argument ceases, understanding begins. Traveler, the next time conflict invites you to dance, remember the innkeeper's open window, the feather's stillness, the bamboo's bow. Choose silence, seasoned with understanding, over noise flavored by ego. If today's lesson touched your heart, share below the moment you chose peace over pride. Whisper, silence speaks in the comments. Subscribe for weekly journeys and ring the bell not to make noise but to remember when to be still.